Hi, buddy. Welcome back. What? Oh, Teamfight Tactics. Teamfight Tactics was kind of fun. I just don't have as much time as I used to play stuff. So, Jason is out of town tonight, and I had a little time to play, so figured, alright, we'll just go in on our Smurf, which ended up being like a whole league higher than my main last time, and do the placements there. So I am actually available if anyone is in the autofill possible. Dude, if I get auto, should I put if I put jungle, I could get placed in jungle though. That's the problem. If the reason that I put mid second is because I'm never going to get mid. Hardly ever, because that's the most popular role. But if I'm thinking what's something where I could actually play the game, and potentially if I was autofilled. See, hold on. Autofill means not one of your main two roles, though. Okay, so I cannot put jungle for that. I just have to, if I get off, because then you're just off-rolled, and you don't get the bonus for that. But then if you're autofilled, basically it has to be your third choice or further. Okay, so this is how we want to keep it. If I get mid, let's play Malzahar, I guess. I don't know. Malfight. Malzahar or something like that. Just CC and very easy to play. What's up, Honey Bun Hero? Good to see you, man. How's it going? I don't know. We ended last time in Emerald 3, so I'm not sure where we're going to start. Probably high gold or low plat, I would assume. I mean, I don't know if it... Surely it doesn't start me all the way down in silver again. I mean, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. That might actually be good, because then if we have to dodge, we could actually play with Jason. If we're a whole rank higher, if we're in Emerald, I think Jason's back in gold. If we're in Emerald, we can't play. If we're in Platinum, we can. My main account, I think, is gold 1. We started in like silver 2 or something at the start of the season. Do I want to play Braum or I think I just ban Braum. It's been what I've been doing. It's been working. Jen's not amazing with Braum to begin with, but it's like Braum is extremely popular, and he has a really high win rate right now. And he's good against all the other engaged champs. So, Rakan is pretty good into him. Like, pretty good. Being like 50-50 or something stat-wise. When usually Rakan crushes him. He's just so good with pipes. And he's good against people who are good with pipes. That's the issue. I guess it's just Rakan. I know people want to see me play something else. If I get a lower pick, I might play something else. Okay, I gotta check everything here. This is Spellbook Rakan. There are still some Rakans playing Spellbook, but... no, how do I... Get me out of that. Guardian Rakan, that's what we want. And then... More people have been going for conditioning. I guess because after the second wind nerfs, maybe it's not worth it anymore. And then a lot of people are doing Revitalize, I think, but I'm not sure if that's worth unless you're going for like Locket Redemption, which almost nobody goes Redemption anymore on Rakan. It doesn't have flat health anymore. Yeah, we're going haste, movement speed, flat health. Movement speed's debatable, especially now that you already have home guards all the time. Maybe health is just better. So 2.5 movement speed would be like 10, 8.5, like 10 movement speed or so. I mean, that's pretty good, but 180 health. A lot of games you're probably going to get like 100 health. Okay, I guess we'll keep that. And, okay, we get rid of Grizzly, and we do Deep Ward. It's way better. Demolish Conditioning, Revive. How much CC? They don't have that much CC. I think Unflinching is reasonable sometimes. Overgrowth is also okay. Okay, we'll keep that. Okay, sorry. Let me see what Honeybun said. Okay, been good. Was working 2 jobs for a while. Finally back down to a single one. Okay, that's always good. You get to breathe a little bit. Hey, man. Yeah, well, it's good to see you back. I'm not sure how long it's been. It's a bit of a smaller operation these days. Typically, we get about 10 people or so in here. There was a week or two ago, there was one night where we got like 150 out of nowhere. But typically, it's, 10-ish people. Somewhere between 5 and 20. Which is fine. Just hanging out, chilling, playing with friends. Usually I just play because of, I'm playing with Jason. And it's always cool just to hang out and chat with you guys. Get a little... catch up with some friends. Okay, so what's interesting over this? They got Comet Yumi. They don't have an Ignite bottom. They have Exhaust. Okay. Dark Harvest. Again, I don't know what this is matched at. I'm not even sure if it's worth watching these tri-bushes anymore, honestly. Because the minions come so fast. I guess, like, maybe a little bit. Alright. Yumi is kind of annoying. Enchanters really are some of the tougher matchups for Recon. I don't know, like Nautilus... Usually I've been okay against Nautilus, but these days it's been a little tougher. What? I'm not sure what was going on there. I don't know how I wasn't level 2 there. Oof. Been nice if he hit that. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, now we can actually trade on him. Okay, Leah's in the river. Oh, he started with tier. I was like, how does he still have mana? Okay, nice. Wow, alright. See, Guardian's already blocked 190 damage. Which is crazy in the first little part. So that's why it's like... you know, with that buff, and then someone asked me yesterday, like, what about Unsealed? I'm gonna stay for XP. So the XP doesn't go to waste. They also may not think that he backed. Plus, I can kind of stall the wave for him. Now we're a lot stronger. We got our first buy. They kind of greeted out, not backing there. And Jhin can stop backs really well with his W, obviously, too. Yeah, they really have to have a jungler come down to help him. When did I even get a control ward? Did Yuumi buy that? Instead of potions, she got a control ward? That's interesting. What? Oh, almost. You get the W? You W him? Oh, very close. Alright, it's kind of a weird back, but I'll take it. I think I'll always be happy seeing Rakan gameplay. Nice. Yeah, I like Rakan. I think he's very dynamic. I mean, if you have to watch... I know people just like variety in general, and I totally get that. It's like, if you got to watch one champ, I think he'd be on my short list. And it's always a tension, too. Like, you want to win, but then I also want to give people a good viewing experience, but, like... I'm not good enough to just play all kinds of random weird shit and win all the time, you know? Okay, he got it. Okay, nice. Got that set 7-1. I'm really surprised I was able to hit the Ezreal with the W. I thought he was just going to E out of it. But then I thought after he used his E, I could like auto attack him or hit him with a Q, and maybe Jhin hits him with a W and they go, but he just didn't E out of it. Interesting he's using these traps to push a little bit faster instead of putting them around the perimeter to kind of help against volley. He had one up there earlier. I think just putting them at the entrances, like that slow, can give you so much time. He triggered his stupid thing. Yuumi does have her ult, so we gotta be a little careful. I can hit the Yumi. BE's forward, he's screwed. Nice. Waiting for him to E forward. I'm going to get the demolish proc. Where's Jason? He's traveling. I'm not sure. I think he's doing a family thing in another city. I think it's like a delayed. Actually, I guess I could have gotten that. What am I getting here? I guess just Ionians. Ew, she rushed Whispering Circular? But yeah, I think it's a family Christmas thing. For one, either his wife or his side of the family. I'm not sure. Dude, there's been 24 deaths in this game. In 12 minutes. Darius is 1 in 10. I mean, it seems like we're super far ahead, but when you kill somebody that many times, they're worth like 75 gold. It's not that little, but maybe 150 each. Like, it's not as crazy. So it's like, it's good, but we don't want to, you know, think that automatically it's going to be, you know, a grand slam. Where'd he go? I'm gonna get Slay. Oh my god, really? It's getting kind of iffy. Got him. Thank God Yumi didn't rotate. Yumi and Ezreal. That would have been real bad. They're going to have to... I don't know if they're going to come back. They'll probably come back to lane, but maybe not. All right. Wait, wait, wait. Set, dude. Just running in. He's like, I don't care. I'll just E him. Flash away. Okay, they surrendered. I think that might be the first surrender I've seen all season. Oh yeah, a lot of these people probably aren't in their placement games. I didn't think about that. How dare he? Difficulty skyrocketed. Well, there's probably still a lot of diamond people that just haven't played a lot that are down in emerald. You know, it's usually kind of like that for first few weeks. Because some people don't just, you know, play a billion games right when it comes out. You know, I got jobs in school and whatever. So they might just be playing a little bit at a time. Oh, look. Platinum. Okay, so that's about what I thought. It knocks you down about a full league every time, I think, to start with. Yes. C-spot run. I've mentioned that to my students before. I'm like, man, you know, the assignment here, I think, is kind of like C-spot run that the department wants us to do. So I'm going to add just a little bit onto it to challenge you a bit more. And then I get kind of like, you know, blank stares. I don't think they know what that is. I don't think Gen Z knows what C-spot run is. I had to mention it was like based on a cartoon and showed it to like, I didn't even mention the old books. I think the last C-spot run thing was like a cartoon or something from the early 2000s. They were born in like 2007-ish. So probably their earliest working memory is like the 2010s. Do I dare let them have Braum just to get a Braum game in? We got a lot of auto attackers. Alright. Oh, they banned Braum. Okay. Well, I was going to try to play it. I was trying to play something other than Recon. Ooh, Vagar's annoying. Do I blind pick Leona? I guess let's do Recon. Like, I want to play Leona, but I feel like we're gonna... It's gonna be a weak jungle early with Fiddle. And if we get camped by the enemy jungler, it could be a problem. Melio, yeah, I know people love Melio, but I just don't like stuff that doesn't have an engage. Melio, like, can be good, but I mean, if you really want that, you can get like a Mikhail's too. Yeah, I thought about Leona, but it's like, if you're going to get camped bottom, it's a big problem. I had no clue what their jungler was going to be, or their bot lane, or our bot lane. I knew our jungler is probably not great pre-6. He doesn't sound super confident on that pick either. It's like you don't have to have help from your jungler necessarily when you're playing Leona, but you need to not get camped by the enemy. Because she is very susceptible to counter ganks. Rakan's just kind of whatever. Like, you just stick him in any lane and he'll probably be alright. He's not going to get blown out in that many lanes. If you're playing him alright. Emilio is a nice guy. But if I was going to play something like that, I'd probably play Karma. I think my Karma games were okay. If I'm just playing an Enchanter, it's just going to, like, pressure in the lane. I think the first few games I played this season were Karma, and I thought Karma was going to be, like, the top pick. But, like, the passive points that you get just for being in your lane, like, even if you hard lane dominate, you're not going to complete your quest that much faster, usually, than someone that's just, like, in the lane. Like, you might get a minute or two lead, but... So, in other words, it's, like, kind of advantaged to, you know, get plates and get pressure early, but it's not nearly as big of a deal as I thought it was going to be when I was making the tier list, looking at the patch notes. So Karma's cool, and she doesn't fall off like that hard later. It's just you don't have the snap CC. The snap CC is just so big, just being able to be like, hey, someone's out of position, I'm punishing that. Or, hey, I really need to deal with this person in a team fight. That's one reason why, you know, I haven't been playing Braum as much either, is it's like, okay, yeah, you can put ice on him and, like, that's cool and everything, but it doesn't, like, instantly CC him. And it's hard to get to the back line, especially, like, a really fed ADC. Just kind of have to hope you hit him with your R. You can block a lot of their stuff for a while. But it's like Rakan's ability just to almost guarantee that you're gonna CC like 2 people, like usually more in team fights, like where they just can't move for like a second and a half. It's just really big. Like if Rakan wants to get you, he's probably gonna get you, because he can just run at you, and if you flash, he can W, you know, to follow up. Just really, really hard to get away. I mean, the only thing that's like probably more guaranteed is like Nautilus's ult, but you're probably only gonna hit like 1, maybe 2 people, because a lot of people are gonna spread out when they see that ult coming in. If they're not paying attention, you could hit multiple people with it. God. All right. That worked out better than I thought it would. Who got the kill? Veigar? We got 2. Ashe is very good early levels at fighting. You just can't run away from her. I know that's not his job, but it doesn't matter whose job it is, right? Is it going to get done or not? Like, that's the question. And I just don't like counting on like the enemy to do their job, or for it, like people just don't like playing a lot of engaged stuff. Now that has changed a little bit in this preseason, right, or season rather. So like your mouth fights are a little bit more popular, but that's my whole thing about Brahmin, Enchanters, and whatever. It's like you kind of need that on your team, is dive, and a lot of people just aren't going to play it if you're not playing it as support. People like to play carry stuff. And like usually you can't have too much of that. Like too much CC is very rarely a problem unless your team has no damage. And as support, you know, usually you don't need to put up like that much damage. So yeah, I mean, he is really good, obviously. I think he's the best support right now. He's got a 55% win rate for like general population. So yeah, I mean, I would have played him here, but they banned him. Okay. I'm not sure if I got the local XP for that or not. Okay. Can't quite hit him with my Q. His recall animation was almost done. But you are queuing into higher elo players that play diversity. What do you mean? They just play different things? Winning instead of ego flexes. I don't know. There's quite a few high elo people that'll still ego flex. But yeah, it's usually people that, yeah, are just like better at the game and more committed to winning the higher you go. In general. So yeah. I need Soul to win this game. I don't know if that's true. I just need to, like, not feed. I think I got Warden's Mail? I think we have way better engage than they do. The diversity thing, I think the higher the elo goes, the lower the champion pool is, typically. Until you start to get into, like, pros, who are, like, required to be able to play a bunch of different things. But, you know, having a small champion pool, you're just better on those champs. The more reps you get on them, usually. So... Yeah, I didn't notice she was 6 and we weren't. I guess because I rotated for that dragon. Did they not kill middle? No, they did, I think, right? With Fiddle jumping him. Scion's a massive problem, though. Like, it's just so hard to ban out all the tanks. Malphite, Scion, Ornn. Ornn is a little less played and requires a bit more skill than some of the other ones. What? Oh my god. That's crazy. That's like 1 HP. So yeah, I guess I'll stay and get this XP. What's up, Wings? We saw one the other day. He's very good right now. Theoretically, this guy's not playing the best with him, but I think he's pretty good. I don't remember exactly why. Urgot historically is pretty good into tanks too, because I think you just get Cleaver and your E like applies Cleaver really, really fast. Where'd he go? Diddle has ult. Really? We have pressure and it's pushing into us. I feel like Fiddle should have used his ult before he backed. Okay, nice. I guess they still didn't have their summons. I wasn't sure. I know I timed it, but I can't remember. Maybe I didn't need to ult in there. Guess I could keep it as... I could start putting my wards on my Tiki. I'm probably not going to have 2 actives for a little while. I don't know. That's going to get weird. I think just remembering it on 4 is probably fine. God. That Scion missing that was funny, but he's still, it doesn't matter. He's still really strong. I'm kind of low on mana. He got an extra stack on me. That's annoying. Was it? What's his name around here? Okay. Yeah, we got to get boots for Vhagar. Proud that Ash didn't waste her ult. I'm assuming you said that before the cross map. Okay. Well, we're getting some pressure up here. I hate giving him stacks of that shit. We just have to, like, not die. I mean, like, we just can't even damage him. If he ults her, I think I've got to body block it. He might kill me. Yeah, bro, we can't kill him, I don't think. We gotta have Fiddle. Shit. I don't have any wards. I think we got to give that. No. What? I don't have anything. Okay. Alright. Wow. That was a lot better than I thought. Okay. Alright. We're kind of rolling now. Yeah, that was a bad fight. What am I getting second? Just, I don't know, something with a Kindle Gem. Zeeks? Yeah, Frozen Heart's... Vagar... I mean, Frozen Heart will matter a little bit. Samira doesn't... I mean, a lot of her damage is ability damage. Vagar will do some damage, but he's not building a ton of damage right now. Frozen Heart has a little bit less overall ability haste on the ultimate, and a little bit more HP. And its well, it has HP, period. And its resistances are split. You're our only magic damage, though, man. I don't know. I mean, he's kind of fed. That silent flank was crazy. Well, I've already got a Kennel Gen. I mean, is Locket... Locket's pretty good. Maybe I just go Locket. That will stop like a Vhagar blow up or a Samira, or that'll help a little bit. Once Vhagar ults or Samira ults, they don't really do a lot if they don't get a reset. Same thing with Viego, stop him from getting resets. They're not doing Baron, are they? There's no way. No. Damn it, I just set up all my shit over there. They gonna go for Baron? I don't think they will. Fuck. Alright. Excuse the F-bomb. My heal was too late. I was upset with myself there. I feel like blue wards being able to trigger the dust thing is pretty troll. That's like too easy on the vision. The Fey lights. And the rare curse. I try. Yeah. I used to curse a lot more when I was younger. But if I'm cussing, if it ever does slip through, it's like 90% of the time at myself. Because I screwed up. Instead of cussing somebody else out. Alright, talking about like how a situation is annoying or something. Like it's never like a personal attack. It's very rarely like F that guy. I don't really feel that way about hardly anybody. Although I will say this year, or like in the last couple of months, there definitely has been more people where I'm like, really? Where I'm not quite like 100% F that guy, but it's definitely not been positive. So I guess I've been lucky that that really doesn't happen that much. Oh, God. Nice. Oh, he missed it. It's all good. She's not going to get him, is she? Maybe with a W? Oh! Oh! Damn. Yeah, maybe Abyssal. Brother, I just said I'd get it. It will help me a little bit against... Oh, shit. Why am I just sitting there? I thought I was still in the timer. Against the Vhagar damage. Has Renata even used her ult in these five? I feel like maybe I'm just not noticing it. I'm sure she has, the particles. I just remember that one around the tri-bush that really didn't matter. But I need to try to play around that a little bit better. Shit, this is gonna be bad. Oh my god. Viego didn't die there? How did Viego not die? I was in the army. Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily think poorly of people that cuss, like, in most situations, casual situations. If it's, like, a very professional situation, if they're cussing other people out, then I think that's probably not great. But if it's just, that's just who they are, they just like to cuss, like, and then this fucking happened, and then this effing happened, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't personally have a problem with that. I just don't do it because I know some people do. But if it's just like, F you, Jimmy, you need to pick it the F up, you know, like that, at work, like, that seems not great. Holy. God. Did I just ban Scion? I don't know, I banned Malphite. The Scion's like the only reason they're winning this, really. I mean, like, the Viego is, but it's like the Scion's the one that's, like, setting everything up. We just can't kill him. He's probably got, like, 7k health. Yeah. Almost literally 7k health, 400 HP. A lot of CC. Like, a big-ass repeatable shield. Like, fair champ. Is anyone coming up? Fiddle's almost back up. I know. A lot of people still won't play it, but no, I mean, tanks especially right now are just mega OP. I don't really even understand why, because they didn't get any great new items other than bagpipes for tank supports. But... I don't know why they're buffing Viego either. He seems like he's an okay champ. Oh. I mean, honestly, if he gets resets, like, he's good. He's just one of those, like, he's got to have resets. But, like, he's played some. I don't know. It feels like they're giving him, from what I understand, like, a pretty big buff. And it feels like he's already... I see him pretty frequently, and I think he usually does, like, okay. I mean, he's at, like, 50%. He's popular, 9% play rate. I don't know, like, he's fine. I just don't think that it warrants, like, a huge-ass pick rate. That's funny, the top 4 most picked champs in general are ADCs. Wait, 1, 2... I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'll get rid of Scion then, and I'll first pick Braum. I need to try to unlock some Braum skins. Guardian font. Overgrowth. And then boots. Approach velocity, I think. Well, if he picks Wukong, that'd be amazing. Oh, dude, don't do Kha'Zix, man. Into Graves? Sona's S+. Especially at Platinum and lower, she can be very good. If she's unchecked, she's probably one of the best team fighting supports. We played her one game. We got kind of carried in that game, but yeah, they buffed Echoes of Helia a ton. And that item, it's basically the old Athene's Unholy Grail again, except it doesn't have like the bonus. It's got like 15 less AP on it, effectively. It doesn't have that old Chalice like passive, which is now on the, I forgot what it's called, a little 2500 thing. Basically, your mana regen doesn't convert to AP on it, but other than that, it's pretty much the same thing as the old school Athenes. So it's very good on her. What are we even again? Emilio, Zaya? Okay. Can I get away with this? Like, this is quite a bit of scaling. Do I need second wind? I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. Like, you get faster backs if you get poked out. Yes, the normal Chalice was. The Blood Chalice, or whatever, on Athene's. So normal Chalice used to go on Mikhail's. And yeah, you would get like, I don't remember what it converted to. It wasn't AP though. Oh, your mana regen converted to health regen, I think. And then on Athene's, then it converted to AP. I think every 50% mana regen converted to 5 AP. Something like that. But yeah, so that's made her good. And then they have a cheap tier item now, which I still think Archangel's is better than that item, but that item is very cheap. So you can just kind of complete it. So you're doing something with your tier, then move on. Both of those, Moonstone is still extremely strong. And, like, I think she's pretty good into Braum. Like, again, stuff that can't snap engage on her. And kill her. Just other enchanters, peeler supports, Braum. Tom's not really played that much, but just crap like that. She's good. She's just, oh, we got Zach Middle, what? Against Ahri, how does he ever land an E? I don't know, maybe he can sustain through it. I mean, tanks are really OP, so. Again, I don't know why. They did buff the AoE damage thing, the little flame bombies thing. That may have helped a little bit. I think it's just the fact that, like, they're very good with levels. Because they have, like, just really high base stats. And top lane gets a lot of extra levels. I think that's a big part of it. Blatherin King has been nerfed a ton. Maybe it's just, like, other hyper carry champs have been nerfed. I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of the tanks going for the belt yet. Like protoplasm belt or whatever that supports get. They're only 2,500 gold, but like it's kind of like a little Sterix, sort of, but it just seems like really strong on engaged supports. Like, it's just a cheap-ass item, so, I mean, I don't know. Okay, I mean, I guess that's not a bad back. Bro, we don't have anybody here. You should be able to catch most of this, I think. Shit. Thought I could squeeze it through the wall there, but incorrect. They should have taken it back there. I didn't think we were going that hard right there. Emilio is pretty decent into Braum. Early on, at least. Okay. I guess he got a good view. It's like, dude's literally sitting on 3/4 of his HP. He keeps trading, like, really aggressively. Then all of a sudden, like, I've actually got a shot to stun her. And he's like, nah, I'm good. Now he has the audacity. He's at 5% HP to tell me to go engage. Like, I had Summoner heal. I could have W'd back to him. I didn't even flash because I thought he was going to step up. Eventually, at some point. Bruh. This guy, man. This guy's just like trying, because I said I don't cuss. He's just like, oh yeah, we'll put that to the test. No ADC. Yeah, I just don't win it. You have to invest so much time in Thresh. He's okay. He's one of those, it's like... It feels like he has a hard time later in the game getting to the back line. No, they're gonna be here, dude. They're gonna be here, dude. The guy just killed the fucking dragon! Like... Okay, he finally got me to cuss. Thank God Graves' like keyboard was disabled or something. No. I think ultimately Rakan is a better investment of time than Thresh. People can differ on that, but I think Rakan's been more consistently top of a meta than Thresh has been since for a while. I mean, Thresh is good, but I think it's just a lot harder to be as impactful in a lot of games. It depends. He's just been nerfed so many times because of pro players. I like him. I think he's a lot of fun to play, but maybe they try to go on him because I'm over here clearing these wards. He's not as nerfed as Thresh is. He has been nerfed some, but I mean, just look at, I mean, again, it's not, everything's not pro, but just look at like how often Thresh in the last 8 years or whatever has been like a top 3 support at Worlds versus Rakan. It's like Rakan's every year but one, basically, and Thresh, I don't think it's ever happened. Like in the modern era. Obviously, like seasons 2 through 6 or something, Thresh was really good. It's just hard, man. There's just so many little, like, clunky things about his kit that they just refuse to clean up. Like the delay on his hook, like the half-second wind-up. When, like, every other hook champion, it feels like it's just way faster. They gave an extra delay on his flay. I mean, it's a lot better if, like, your ADCs will actually take the Lantern, too. That's another thing. It's, like, it makes him way better in Pro. People actually click on stuff, or higher elos. I'm gonna have to flash out, I guess. This guy just had his ult. That'd be cool. If I would have hit that, would have been nice. We're not gonna kill her, but I know you love Thresh, man. I'm just like, we've talked about this a billion different times. I just think Rakan's more effective in general, and especially on me. But yeah, I mean, like, Thresh specialists are good, but it's like, if he's not getting play, it's like, he's the type of champ, in my opinion, where if he's really strong, like, he's going to get played. You know, like, pros are going to play him. Because he does have a very good kit for pros. But, I mean, if you win on him, whoever wins on him, definitely, you know, he can win. I know, but you know who would be a Thresh player? Someone in Korea. Anyone in Korea, right? Any pro player on any Korean team. They would be playing him. That's my take on it. But again, you know, if people can find ways to win on him, that's great. Well, they're paying attention. Trust me. Genji and SKT supports are paying attention. But it's fine. I mean, I like Thresh too. Like I said, I like him. It's just so hard to like make him consistent. Like you really just kind of have to be smurfing, right? Like just better than the other team by a lot. They do play him like occasionally, but it's almost always the usual suspects. What we'll play here? It's Rakan, Nautilus, Leona. The last couple of years, Bard. Nico, for some reason. I don't really understand why Nico is so hot right now in Korea. Like, I kind of get it. And she's good engaged. She's got some trickery. They fixed her cannon thing on minion, or where she could turn into a cannon minion. But people are still, like, really highly prioritizing her. Her interaction with her clone, I didn't really understand why people were getting, like, frozen hard on her and crap like that. But it's because you can throw the clone in, and the clone also has your items. So you can just throw the clone on their back line with Frozen Heart and just, like, give their ADC the Frozen Heart debuff. I mean, it feels like this lane is just, like, horrible, but we're not that far behind. We're not even really behind. Well, I think she's the highest prio and one of the highest win rate supports right now, as far as I know, in Korea, when I looked the other day. This guy is really struggles. That's alright. It happens. Yeah, I probably just need to wait on ganks. Or wait on something to happen here, because this guy's such a fucking troll, man. Did I already mute everybody? I think I did. I guess I should have waited to do my ult until she ultigs. You know, she's gonna ult there as soon as she wakes up. I just thought I could chain it together. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she definitely can win some games. What? I guess just Frozen Heart here. I don't know. I could be too high on Frozen Heart, but I feel like if they have like 4 auto attackers, it's pretty good. Because people are doing Zeeks, and Frozen Heart is like close in value. Not including the mana. The mana, if you include the mana, it's more efficient, but assuming the mana doesn't really matter that much. Because the Zeke's passive just kind of sucks. Like, it's okay. You get a little slow, effectively. But you get, like, a little more health. Where the fuck did he go? He's dead. How is he dead? There's nobody even there. Zaya just soloed him? Oh my god. Alright. Okay, I guess I shouldn't have gone on that. I didn't notice Aphelios just randomly died. I thought he was going to rotate up, and then Kha'Zix would collapse too, but he was dead, so... Is this guy just dead again? No? Aphelios is just stone cold worthless, man. Hopefully, I mean, he'll do something in a team fight, hopefully. Fiora's doing pretty well. Even just giving you that little 20 movement speed for slowing somebody is pretty crazy. Like, just for warding and stuff. Helps you get away from things. I just really don't like Kha'Zix. I mean, hopefully he can maybe clean this Melio up right here. Oh, Graves was there too. I think a lot of people get Collector on him. I don't know if that's the best item, but it's kind of typical. I still think Storm Razor is very good. Where does this Melio have wards? He's got Warden? Like... Ha! Huh. Can't believe he's in range for that. Alright. No, I mean, they just, I don't know, they're just been kind of spread out. The Kha'Zix just doesn't make any sense with our comp. Like, everything else is pretty good. mean, I guess for split pushing... bro? Little bro? Right in front of Emilio? How was he seen? I just saw eyes on him. Shit, we got fucking flanked. The hell is that? Where did she even come from? He obviously... I thought I cleared vision of that bush. Maybe I didn't. He caught us just like sitting around trying to get a flank, but it's like... This requires so much isolation. I don't know. Dude, this Ari is just fucking everywhere. Of course, as soon as I commit to Frozen Heart, their 1 AP champ starts really popping off. Whoa, they got Soul? Oh my god, I didn't even realize they were on Soul Point. Kha'Zix is such a worthless champ. Maybe I just get Protoplasm next, I guess. It's like there are other champs that can just kill people, like Zed, right? He can kill people in isolation, but he can also, like, actually get in there and do something in a team fight. I just don't understand the Kha'Zix. It's like he has to have isolation. And then he's just overkilling them usually. It's like any assassin, any bruiser, anything is going to kill people. Squishies in isolation. Because Kha'Zix is still not going through tanks in isolation. This guy's been soloed by the enemy ADC like 3 times. It's kind of a frustrating game. But like, I can't make plays on these people with Braum. I think I just banned Braum, play Rakan. And Ari's just like dancing around everything. So I don't have guaranteed lockdown on her like I would just about if I was Rakan. Yes, I totally agree with that, Visigoth. I just do not like the, most of the time, like just the squishy champs with no CC. I just don't like them. In the jungle role especially. Kha'Zix has almost like Stone Cold Zero. He's got like a slow, if you upgrade his whatever, his W or something, but like actual CC. Zed is one exception right now who's like decent. He can still access the backline. He's like really mobile. He can still do some damage, and he just farms really quickly. But I would still rather have, you know, some kind of tank thing or bruiser type thing. Well, it's almost a guarantee. It depends on what's there, but yeah, it can be hard to deal with the Zed ult. But I'd still rather have, you know, some kind of CC jungler. Or at least something tanky. You just can't be squishy, have no CC, and have limited mobility. I don't know, it felt bad. Well, there's my one other Braum game. I'm not sure if Rakan would have made a huge difference there, but I could have at least followed up a lot better on like a Zac engage. I guess I can play one more. Okay, so not great so far. Zac actually did better than almost anybody. You just play tank. I mean, enchanters are good in a tank meta. I just don't like not being able to do anything. The thing about Rakan is like he's an engage that's also kind of an enchanter. Right? Like you've got shields, you can get enchanter items if you want. Do I have a... I'm probably not going to play Braum again for a little bit, but... Let's see if I had any skins. I mean, what's good right now in jungle? Something like Diana, if you want to be like an assassin engage. Yeah, Diana's doing pretty well. But she's still like, you know, has some CC. Gwen's kind of an exception too, I guess. But she has some defense, right? Like, she's not tanky per se, but like when she puts up her little thing, like it's really hard to kill her. It's like Kha'Zix just has like no defense. You jump in, you can go invisible for a little bit, but like Diana gets a shield, she can kind of pull people in, like a little bit of CC. Echo's got a little bit of CC, surprisingly tanky if he's not chain CC'd himself. Damn, Fiddlesticks has a 55% win rate. I mean, it's only a 2% pick rate, but he was doing some pretty good damage last time. It is strange there aren't that many mega tanks here. Nunu's at 56. What is he building? Just Leandri's Frozen Heart? I mean, I guess a thing about Nunu is he can still deal damage to monsters. Oh, wait a second. They've nerfed the damage to monsters by a ton. Look at this stuff hardly. There's a... I mean, that Thresh skin's cool. If I ever play Thresh. I've thought about playing Pyke, actually. He's not great in a tanks, though. He got played, like, occasionally. In, like, Game 4, Game 5 at Worlds. I mean, some of the lethality items are pretty good right now. His engage is not as guaranteed. You gotta land the hook. This thing looks interesting. Bastion Breaker. Really? Nobody's getting Umbral on Pike? Is it just no good on supports? No, it's the most picked item on him by like a billion. They're just pointing out the stuff that has a higher win rate, but it's only picked like 1% of the time. So if you come out of a bush and hit somebody, you do like a good chunk of true damage, and then you could go invisible again with your W and come out. So you could proc this a couple of times, or if you just go in a bush, it's not warded. Okay, 90 seconds on Blackout. That's like a free extra sweeper. I don't know, I'd probably rather just do Nautilus or something. Put us back in queue in just a second. It's a cool Lux skin. It is cool you like get all this crap for free though. Even if I hardly look at it, it is nice. Oh, the Soul Fighter Lux, kind of cool. Back in my day, they didn't give you anything. You had to buy your damn rune pages for 200,000 blue essence. Blue dust, as they called it. I think top is the strongest role right now in the season, yes, if that's what you're asking. Now, can a good jungler outdo a good top laner? It depends, maybe. Jungle still controls a lot of ganks. Jungle still controls the objectives. But yeah, top lane is probably the most overpowered role for most people. It's hard. I think the ceiling for jungle is a lot higher. I think if you're playing jungle extremely well, you have a lot more carry potential than if you're playing top well. But I think that they're both good. But if you're just playing like jungle, like okay, you know, and top lane you're playing like okay, I think top lane's going to be better. Especially if you're playing a tank. A lot of it is very pick dependent. But yeah, if you're playing Scion or Malphite top, then that's one of the strongest things you can be doing in the meta right now. In any role. But, you know, if it's top lane, I don't even know. Like, something bad top lane versus, like, a top tier jungler, the jungler would probably be a little bit better. I mean, Rakan's fine into Pike. Could also do, like, a Leona. We're going to have a weak early jungler, though. I think I'll just do Rakan. Revitalize more than something like Overgrowth? I feel like Revitalize is just not... I've seen some like high-level people doing that on Rakan, but I just don't like it, especially if you're not getting Locket or Redemption early. It just feels like you're not getting a lot of value out of that. I think it's either Unflinching... So that would be 400 gold worth of stats. Or for how long? It's only 2 seconds, though. Or Absorb Life. There are more minions, I think, that come out overall. I know that they took a couple of minions off, even though the wave gets there faster. But I think this is on at 3.5% of your max health is an extra, like, 100 health. probably at 20 minutes. At least 100 health. You get 3... Gain 3 maximum health after you absorbed 120 monsters. Was that 10, 15? 15 absorbs. Gain 45. So you get like 150 health off of that. It's just like 400 something gold. I guess we'll go with that. I'm not super enthused about that, but we'll keep the flat health against Pike. I should maybe do scaling health a little bit more often. I'll just wait. Usually you should not go straight back into queue in case someone's a troll on the enemy team, then they end up on your team. I haven't seen... I don't remember what all is getting nerfed. Let's go check out that guy's personal Twitter. Complain about that all the time. It's like, dude, you're like a multi-billion-dollar company. Why do you not have your own official Twitter? Or even better yet, your own official website where you have the person talk. You do have a website. Why don't you just have something that releases on your own League of Legends website that's like patch discussion or balanced discussion thread where it's like just your dude? Or at least if you're going to have it on a third party on Twitter, make it something that's like neutral, not just some guy's like personal Twitter. At least he doesn't... they used to put it on people that would say all kinds of other random stuff. But it needs to be like just patch stuff. And if he wants to say other random, like just personal things, whatever, that's fine. But anyways, okay, what are they doing? So Gwen's getting a little nerf. Jace, Lilia. I haven't seen Jace jungle. Apparently it's good in high elo. Malphite. Yeah, that's pretty big. They're knocking 40 damage off of his E. That's a lot less all-in, and they're making his ult a little bit longer. 80 seconds is like stupid low late game, though. It's not even late game. Like, they're level 16 by like 20 minutes. Top laners. Smolders, Zed. I don't know how much that's going to affect Zed's clear. Zed doesn't seem like super out of whack to me. Vandal Pipe's obviously getting nerfed. I still think they'll be a good item, but that's what I predicted. I said first thing they're going to do is going to make it 2,300 gold. I think that's fine. I think Malphite should never be a top pick. I think he's just too easy to play on. He should be like, you know, good and like gold minus. You know, like he's good at what he does, but he's not out like performing other champs that are higher skill cap. I think in general, League is in its best state when the easier champions just don't perform as well, as consistently as well played, more complicated champs. To some extent, obviously, you know, there's some wiggle room there, but I just think there should be a higher risk, higher reward. It's a good thing. Stuff that's harder to play, if it's played well, should outperform. I'm really not sure about Akshan either. And this is it, as usual. Like, nobody is playing a tank. Even when they're super OP, people just don't play tanks very often. Yeah, that seems annoying. I've never played Wild Rift. Yeah, jungle's the worst role to play, man. I mean, it's just like for your mental. everybody's going to constantly, you have to mute, obviously. Everyone's going to blame you for everything. But you do have a lot of responsibility, too. Like, probably more than almost any other role. Like, you have to be making good decisions. Because, like, where you gank, definitely if you're getting objectives or not, and things like that, can make or break games. So, yeah, it's probably the highest stress, because, like, every second matters, and there's just so many different choices you can make. And you need to be making the right choice. And people are going to flame you, even if you do make the right choice. They're still going to flame you. You go bottom, get a double kill, your top laner, who's like 0-5, dies again, and is going to complain that you didn't gank for him. But it can be fun. I think it has some of the highest diversity of champions that are playable. That can work. And there's like a bunch of different playstyles that are, available too. You got your scaling ones, you got your, heavy gank ones, objective-centric ones. So I think, like, balance-wise, it's probably okay. It's just, like, mental-wise, it's very challenging. I thought it was pretty fun when I played it for, like, a few months back in the day. Do we want to do this? Why are we invading them? Really not a big fan of Jace either. It's the same thing. At least Evelynn is sneaky. So she gets around a lot of the Phaelite wards. So not a massive fan of Evelynn, but more. I would like Evelynn more than I do. Probably like her more than Kha'Zix. She does at least have one piece of CC. Oh my god, really? Dude, you were dead anyways if you get hit with that stun. No, I know that. He just did it, like, so fast. I wasn't expecting that. Right there. Yeah, well, if you know it's going to happen, stop dying to it. She's gone. If I go back in right there, I just die. Could I have thrown a Q there? Did I have time? I could have. I didn't know he was going to take a tower shot. Did he bury her? I'm not sure if he buried right there. Pyke, I wonder if Pyke can solo her if I back. Guess we're going to find out. She's probably going to overpush. Maybe not. She really needs to buy boots. Like, at least brown boots here. Well, I know he can solo kill just in general, but... Guardian's already blocked 400 damage, too. Like... I think he just... I don't know. Guardian's just so good compared to Unsealed. My God, are you shitting me? Fails the ward over that wall. I mean, they're gonna get it. Like, we can't do anything about it. Really? Dude, I cannot believe that killed me. That's crazy. I didn't even hear the ignite go off. Did I have my heal? I don't think I had my heal. Did she really just try to put her charm on Pyke when he has his E available? Okay, well, thank God. Oh, okay. Wow. Alright, that was very well played by that guy. Well, there's nothing else I can really do here. I think just staying for the XP. God, we're down a BF sword. I need to just let him pull me if he's going to hook me, and then after that, then I just W out of it. Because if he pulls me through the W, I'm in big trouble. Ari's coming. God, what the fuck? The Triss blew me back. Right when I was going in. God, that was so annoying. Dude, that was crazy by the Triss. Alright, well, glad he's, like, turbo greeted out there. I just can't believe. Maybe it was a misclick. Maybe she was trying to click the Trist. Or click the Jinx to ult to finish her, but she ended up clicking me. Oh my god, Pyke ran up there. So annoying. Man, when Pyke gets rolling early, he just seems like so OP. But then it's like, if he doesn't, he's just worthless. Pyke's probably going to be back down here in a second. God. Well, we were doing alright for a minute there. Okay, he's here. Oh my god, and fucking Umbral. So annoying. Dude, I don't think she's dodged anything. Does she have any boots yet? Still no boots? Against Pyke. And you've already been killed 3 times. That's crazy. And Triss, like, you know, Triss is one of the highest, like, early damage dealers. Like, you're gonna die. That's fucking unfortunate. Well, her whole top side is there. Okay. Yeah, we really need to go middle, I think. I mean, yeah, they're going to be on drag for sure, 100%. They better at least kill him top. Bro. Oh my god, dude. We just drop Dragon to get double killed trying to dive top. She's probably got her ult. God. Man. Early season games, huh? Why is this Pike everywhere? What? I don't know if we beat him, bro. Has Jinx even been out of the fountain? Can we report her for AFK? For how long she's been in the fountain? From deaths? Kind of had to try, I felt like. That's not even close. Actually wasn't even remotely close on that Eve. I mean, that's like borderline an int. I wonder if she's like the one throwing up the report or whatever. It's just one of those games. Guess it's just Frozen Heart again. Damn it, why can't she go Blade of the Ruined King? Where's the Blade of the Ruined King, Briar? What other, like, stupid non-HP item? I don't know. Most of the Briars I see build squishy shit. I don't think we beat him, man. Dusk and Dawn Eve? Alright, nice. I don't think we need Baron. Why? Okay, that dude's trolling. Trying to solo Baron? Like, this is not Iron. He knows he can't do that. Hey, thanks, Visigoth. I think we could still win if people just get it together and quit trolling. I think Akshon's probably the only other person that's like saying no on the surrenders. Jace just caught again. Really? Okay. Yeah, they're starting to troll a little bit here. Enemy team. Dude, he walks out of that? Okay, that's crazy. Must have ulted the tower or something? We do have a lot of invisible champions, so if some of them start trolling, maybe. Baolon. That Samsung White just, they had like that one good year. I mean, we've got a lot of pick potential. If we catch them out, we've got invisible people that can do a lot of damage. The problem is we also have Jace. The enemy team might get 8 dragons in a row over 2 games. Yeah, they're just gonna get this. Pretty sure Eve's just trolling. Nah, I'm just dead. They finally got me. Yeah. That might be about it. Akshan is kind of an odd champ, yeah. I don't know, maybe I should just be going lock it more. I don't think it would matter this game. Pretty sure Eve is just like actively trying to sabotage the game in the way that won't get her banned. Like, the whole, like, doing Baron and just dying to Baron, like, there's just no way that that's real. I think Jace kind of gave up on the game, and he's still trying, but Eve just felt like it's actually inting. Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna be it. So kind of a rough day in the office here. I think we were 1-3 or something so far. So man, and some of these games just have not even been like these last two games just haven't even been close. I don't remember. I think our second game we completely blew them out. I had one Recon game I know where we blew them out. Lost the Braum. Maybe I played Recon 3 times. I don't know. The Braum game was horrible. That game was horrible. I can't remember the first two. I know we completely annihilated them on one game. Like, it didn't feel like there was a single game that was like 50-50, kind of like a close game. But anyways, it's all good. It happens. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. I might be able to get on tomorrow. I think we might be hanging out with some friends. Going out to dinner with some friends. But I might be able to get on a little bit later. It just depends on how late that goes. But I can probably get on a little bit later. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks. Have a good